And a very pleasant good afternoon to you, Gabe Farias and Chuck Gonzales Jr. with the inaugural Solar Electric Texas Kilowatt Hour. Chuck Gonzales Jr., how you doing, my friend?
I am doing
Can
pretty
I just
well.
call you Chuck?
You can call me Chuck.
I can call you Chuck. Are you
call
sure?
You can call me Chucky if you want to.
I'm probably not going to do that.
Okay.
I've watched all those movies, and they scare me. I'm a big fraidy
Chuck,
cat.
I like Chuck. It sounds good.
I'm the kind of guy that's afraid of, like, outer space movies.
I'm not here to scare you.
Oh, good.
I'm here to be your friend. So
thank God.
Don't have to worry about that.
Thank God.
All right.
Folks, you're watching this on the Solar Electric Texas YouTube channel. Do me a favor. Check out the notifications. Click notifications there at the bottom. Or first, subscribe to the page, then click on the notifications. That way, as we record these podcasts and we provide information on Solar Electric Texas and all the great values it can provide you as a customer, you'll be able to get it straight to your phone, straight to your computer. Remember, subscribe to the page and click on the notifications. Chuck, this is an exciting time for your company as you dive into this end of the medium realm of media. Talk a little bit about Solar Electric Texas.
Yeah. It's been very busy. It's been very, very exciting. We've been busier than ever given the circumstances. So it's we're working 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Our phones don't stop ringing.
Sure.
And so we're here to answer any questions. Now, as far as our company, Solar Electric Texas, we're a local and family-owned company here in San Antonio, Texas, but we cover all of Texas. So, again, we're Solar Electric Texas, not Solar Electric San Antonio. So we have installs all over the place. El Paso,
sure,
Corpus, the Valley area, Austin, Houston, Dallas. We're all over the place. And so if it's in Texas, then we're there.
And your dad and your stepmom are beautiful people, and they are Texas folks. They are born and bred. Your mother, or your stepmom, was my babysitter.
That's right.
And she looks so much younger than I do. I've aged so much horribly more than Missy has.
Right. Yeah. She doesn't age.
But still, they're San Antonio community folks. They're Texas folks.
Absolutely.
And all they want to do is provide a good value
for
folks, for businesses, for homes who are here in the state of Texas on energy sources.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, and that's that. We're here to help homeowners. Switch over to solar. We're here to help you save money and provide our services for everyone. We're a family-owned organization, so we're not here to poke your eyes out or anything. We're here to help you. And so, if we can hold your hand, we will do so. So we're here for you. So
why solar? Why should somebody pick solar as an energy source for their home?
Right. And so, the whole concept or the thing about solar is, solar panels, as we know, I'm sure everybody knows, solar panels are generating electricity.
Yeah.
Right? It's generating DC energy. Well, we need to convert that to AC because what we use, for our outlets, for our switches, lights, whatever it is, that's all running AC energy, right?
Yeah.
And so, again, your solar panels are producing DC energy, and we need to convert that to AC energy. So what we do, we install the microinverters with your solar panels, so that converts that, and then in sense that will feed your home. And so whatever you're consuming as far as electricity goes, whatever your solar panels are producing, that's how it offsets that. So as that's as simple as it can get.
Yeah, the science is absolutely there. Lots of sun in the state of Texas to use as a source of renewable energy, and that tends to be that's the direction that we're taking. This whole misconception that renewable energy is bad is a narrative that is completely false.
Right. We're utilizing the sun's energy. It's a renewable source. If the sun's not there, then we have a bigger issue.
We got a way bigger issue than
So this is something that we can definitely take advantage of every day. And so,
and speaking of taking advantage, a lot of the things that I like, whether it's our local utility, whether it's the federal government, they offer incentives for people to get solar and solar panels. Talk a little bit about some of the incentives that are out there.
Yes. So, there's depending on your jurisdiction or your utility company, there may be a rebate. So I know as far as here in San Antonio, we have CPS. They honor a max of $3,000 rebate. Depending, or it doesn't matter if you're going to receive a small system or a large system, the max you can receive is $3,000, right? So that can go towards the cost of your system itself. I know other utility providers, they offer different ways of how they or structure their net metering.
Yeah.
So their net metering program, depending on however much your system produces versus whatever you consume. Again, there's a 1-for-1 credit, so that's great. So that's just with the rebate through the utility company itself. Now there's also tax incentives. There's a 26% federal tax credit.
Wow.
So that, again, can save
26%.
26% based off whatever your system total cost is. 26% of that, you may be eligible for that tax credit itself. So that's really great. Really great.
And one of the things I love about Solar Electric Texas and what you guys do for your customers is that you sit down, you take them by the hand, and you walk every step of the process. Absolutely. You're not about volume, get as many people in here. You take it at a one at a time person, and you explain to them how the process is.
So, every home is different, right? I know whenever we used to do events, given the circumstances, we haven't been doing events. Yeah. But whenever we used to do events, people would come up to me and say, hey, I've got a 2,400 square foot home. How many solar panels do I need? I'm like, look, sir, I need to see your electric bill. We need to size the system accordingly to your electrical consumption, because just take two houses, for example, 2,400 square foot home, 2,400 square foot home. We got a full family, full house, in this home. In this home, we only got, two people. So,
it's different.
And they're using different electricity, consumption. And so what we want to do is, again, we want to size the system accordingly to what you're consuming. So what we do is we look at your electric bill and we plug in those figures into our tool, and we'll be able to determine, okay, based off your consumption, you're going to need 20 panels to create a 90% offset. Right? Okay. And so, we go from there. But then there's other factors and variables that we have to keep in mind, such as, the space availability on your roof. And then also what orientation is your roof facing? Because, solar systems, they produce the most efficient facing south, right? So south facing, the sun comes up from the east, it's in the west. That's south.
You know way too much about that stuff. I don't know where the sun comes up from, but that's what you guys know.
This is what we do. Yeah. I go to school for power generations and alternative energy. Right. So, I attend a course there at St. Philip's Southwest campus. So they have a really great program.
And there's a science that goes into not only everything from placing the solar panels. In other words, you just don't sell solar panels, throw them up and leave.
You can't just, if you have a shaded area, that's not going to be.
That's not going to help. Yeah.
So why would we want to do that? And so we want to inform and educate the homeowner. Sure. And so those are all factors. And whenever we do our initial assessment, that's whenever we can be able to explain, okay, this is what you can expect. And so.
And solar panels and what you guys offer. Right. It seems like it used to be for the elite only, and that's not the case anymore. This is something that's more and more regularly happening to everyday Joes because they want to have this type. It's affordable, and it's much different than it used to be.
It's saving homeowners money.
Yeah.
The first year, on average, I can save you up, between $100 to $300, and then it's all depending, of course, on.
And it adds up. Yeah.
There's factors, but if you're saving that much money in the first year, why wouldn't you want to do that? It's positive cash flow. You're now owning your bulk of your energy. Once that system's paid off, that's yours. Yeah. You're never going to pay off the utility company. So that's what people got to keep in mind.
So I got one kind of complex question for you, and it's going to lead to a couple of sub-questions. Are you ready for a complex one?
I have a simple answer for your
You do have simple. Absolutely. With what happened here last week, where we had major outages all over San Antonio, really the great state of Texas, because of the failures of some of the power grid issues that we had. People were having generators. Some people had solar energy storage areas. What's the difference between those types of solar energy storage systems versus generators?
Right. Yeah. So it was something that we definitely weren't built for. Our infrastructure. Everybody has their opinions on what failed and what worked. And I can tell you this, we have systems that do have Generac energy storage systems, which is a battery. And so Generac, we know Generac is the leading manufacturer for generators, right? Okay. So with that being said, and going in that conversation with generators, they use propane, gas, stuff like that. They're very loud. And then even then, those are very costly units. Yeah. They're expensive. And so, by using solar and renewable energy storage systems, those batteries, they fully charge every day. Your system is producing with the sun being out, even on a overcast, a day that's not very sunny. That's still producing. It's producing something. And so what that does, your solar panels will feed your home, feed those loads that you're using.
Okay.
And then that excess energy, whatever you're not using, they feed your batteries. So it's simultaneously feeding your batteries and your loads given, within your house itself. And so, at nighttime, that's whenever your batteries start to discharge and they feed those specific loads. And so on the energy storage system, it gets a little bit more complex. I mean, I know a lot of homeowners want to do whole home battery backups.
Yeah.
Which we can definitely do so.
You can do whole home battery backups.
Absolutely, 100%. We can do that. But it's going to be, a little bit more
obviously,
costly,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, as average homeowners, we probably consume anywhere between 30 to 40 kilowatt hours a day. And so to have that energy storage itself, it's going to require a lot of batteries. But
not to cut you off there, I think for what we saw, which is an emergent need,
right.
you don't want to heat or home
right.
or use electricity for your entire house.
Right.
You just want something as a backup for bare necessities.
Your fridge, lights, outlets, your Wi-Fi router.
Basic stuff.
Right.
How can we live without internet, man?
We need that.
My kids drove me crazy.
We need Fortnite.
We do. I don't need Fortnite, but my kids need it.
I like to
play
really
it sometimes. They really don't. Do you really?
Call of Duty, Fortnite, all of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still a Pac-Man kind of guy. I'm older.
I like Pac-Man too. So Tetris and all that.
But we need those bare necessities.
The necessities,
yeah.
right. I mean, those are your protected loads, your critical loads, right?
Yeah.
And so, what we'll do is we'll have a sub panel that, again, whenever your inverter, whenever that, that initial point, whenever it's converting that DC to AC, whenever it detects zero voltage coming from the grid, that's whenever it automatically transfers.
Okay.
It transfers to your batteries, and then so that solar panel, it's really, it's pretty complex, but it works. And so the homeowners that we have those energy storage systems, they called us, and they were very blessed, and they were very happy with what happened. They didn't even know their energy went out.
Wow.
Right, because it happens, it transfers within a millisecond. So again, whenever that inverter detects zero voltage, it just automatically transfers. So it's really great. Their neighbors were pretty upset because they didn't have power.
Yeah.
But, hey, come over.
Saying, what did you do? What did you do? Who do you know? I guess what I did, I invested in solar energy.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah.
Chuck, we're going to be doing these quite often. And again, these podcasts, along with some testimonial videos, we're really going to provide, this is rooted in education for not only your existing customers, but for your potential customers.
Yes, sir. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited because, again, there's a lot of misinformation, that's being put out there by certain people. And it's just, we want to be able to just
let people know what's going on.
Exactly. And educate.
How can people get in contact with you? How can they visit a website? How can they get in touch with Solar Electric Texas?
Right. You can contact us at 210-802-4222. Check us out on Google, Better Business Bureau. You'll see that we're an A+ rated company. You'll check out the different reviews, and we're golden.
Yeah.
We're somebody that you can definitely contact, and if you have questions, we have answers.
And your local owned, small
family,
minority owned business, and your mom, your dad, and your stepmom are wonderful people.
Thank
and
you.
I'm not just saying that because she was my babysitter either.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh my God, she was great. Yeah, Missy was fantastic. She and she's aged so much better than me.
She's
man.
really awesome. She is so awesome. She wears multiple hats within our company itself, and she is awesome.
Well, I can tell you this. I used to run the West San Antonio Chamber of Commerce. They were both members, and folks, they are absolutely community first folks, and all they want to do is help people with this energy source. Well, remember, this is the Solar Electric Texas Kilowatt Hour. You're on the Solar Electric Texas YouTube page. Do me a favor, again, go down to the bottom, click on subscribe, click on notifications so that you can get the notifications whenever Chuck and I record these video podcasts. For my broadcast partner, Chuck Gonzales Jr., I'm Gabe Farias. Folks, enjoy the rest of your day.
All right.